Hello, I'm at Internet Retailing Expo, where I'm sat with Andrew Curran, CEO of RetainMe, who have recently sponsored a white paper with us. So first of all, Andrew, could you tell me about RetainMe and what you do?
Hi, Alex, thanks. RetainMe has a heritage in the world of retail. We come from pure play online, both in fashion and in home accessories. And RetainMe is really born out of that experience. So in 2014, we had a germ of an idea that we put live in about a year later. Then we ran a test throughout 2016 before finally putting this test live. And essentially, in a nutshell, we are about post-purchase experience. What happens after the buy button? What's the experience when the goods arrive at home? And ultimately, customer retention delivered by personalization.
So in the white paper, which I had the pleasure of writing, we focused on this unboxing moment that is so fundamental to what you do. What is the impact of opening a box on a customer and their future purchases?
Okay, I think it's pretty straightforward. When we talk to any marketeers in the world of retail, at least, they will all tell you that the propensity to buy again is somewhere between 0 and 10 days, or 0 and 7 days, depending on the report you read, of your purchase. So every retailer now is spending so much money acquiring customers in the first place, 20-30% of the transaction value, acquiring a new customer. It's essential that those retailers retain those customers and get them shopping again. Within 0 to 7 days, and therefore if 7 days is the least effective, 0 must be the most effective day, and day 0 is that moment of unboxing the parcel. That's the theory behind it.
So could you talk through the white paper, the findings of that and the research that we did for it?
Sure. I think I'm going to quote you here, if I may, from the white paper.
Sounds great.
The last mile or the first, which I believe was your work, Alex. The last mile or the first. So everything that we talk about at IRX, well, 90% of what we talk about at IRX now, amongst all the different solution providers and the retailers, is conversion rate. It's about getting that customer to buy. And our view is that actually the start of the customer journey is not when they enter the website or when they get to the checkout. In fact, the start of the customer journey is at home or at the office or at the collection point when they get the parcel. So it's the first mile. The first mile being well after the buy button. I think that's what your white paper fairly clearly demonstrated, is that there was an understanding and an appreciation from retailers that customer retention is important. Well, not just by firing out tons of emails that are unpersonalized, particularly with an open rate of, 20%, which is probably quite generous, and with a subscription rate that's probably only 50% anyway in the first place. So now you're talking about an overall open rate of something like 12-13%. In parcel, by contrast, is 100%, or as close to 100% as we can possibly warrant. And to that end, the opportunity seems to engage that customer at the point of consumption, if you like, or the point of opening that parcel.
And you obviously operate it within this space. Can you tell me about the Smart Slip and how that hooks the customer in for the next purchase?
Yeah. So Smart Slip is a registered mark now for RetainMe, and it importantly does two things. It has the transactional information, so it replaces the normal dispatch note. And secondly, it has the personalized marketing content for each customer. Retailers will have different rules about what content to drive, whether it's product recommendations driven by Fresh Relevance or Nosto or Inmarcies, as third-party marketing automation providers. But it'll also be very simple messaging. So if you're a new customer, it's welcome to the brand. Or if you're a repeating customer or a VIP, recognize them on the smart slip just by simply saying welcome back or thanks for your loyalty, whatever the messaging might be. So on the one hand, smart slip is around the normal transactional information. Two is around the personalized content that aims and endeavors to drive that customer back to store.
And can you tell me about any interesting upcoming initiatives you have?
Okay, so we've just launched tail end of last year Smart Returns, and so Smart Returns integrates directly into Smart Slip, and essentially it is a one scan from your mobile on a native app. You don't need an app to download to then effect a product return. So scan QR code direct to the products, select products, and go to the return. That's a very integrated, seamless customer experience, and it's that seamless experience, whether it's marketing content or a transactional flow, in my view, which is what is going to win that customer's loyalty, right? Because of the convenience, because of the appreciation you've shown them, and because of the seamless return. So Smart Returns is our latest product, but directly integrated into SmartSlip.
Well, thanks very much, Andrew.
Yeah, pleasure. Good to meet you.